when we started in 2018, the idea started with a very basic problem, which was that consumers were looking for something more than what was available in the market. Uh, and we identified a lot of these gaps that the legacy players were not fulfilling. For example, the rich aroma, the taste, the flavors, the delivery techniques. The market was going in one direction, and whatever was available in the packaged format had not evolved over the years, be it the manufacturing practices, be it the blends, be it the caffeine quantity. And instant coffee was the largest market that was in the packaged space. If you take out the South Indian market, it is actually almost about 95% when it comes to the packaged coffee market. So there was nothing that really, was uh, was delivering enough value to the customer for the buck they paid. And the cafe culture had made consumers already accept the flavor profiles, and they were when they walked out of that cafe, they wanted to consume those flavor profiles, those recipes, but they were not able to do it because the packaged format coffee did not allow them to do. So fundamentally, it was a gap of convenience, a gap of affordability, and obviously, an average consumer, we went out after the bigger problems of the market. We really did not want to be a specialty coffee player that was targeting to that niche, very, very small segment of coffee drinkers. And even consumers who call themselves aficionados and connoisseurs of coffee, they were drinking, very, very basic entry level products. So there were many, many gaps in the market that we identified. And then we holistically kind of bought all of those together, created a solution which, had a very fine balance between all of these points that I mentioned, and really reimagined the supply chain of coffee, reimagined the marketing status quo of the coffee market. And we bundled all of this together through the direct to consumer distribution power. Several brands enjoyed decades of market leadership because of the power of distribution, really, if you look at it. It is today also a duopolistic market. And if you really look at it, consumers have evolved, several times, several X's, so I think it was the need of the market. India is largely a tea drinking nation, but coffee has been growing very fast, and that really gives us, and to me that was a big opportunity because there was no lifestyle aspirational brand that the Gen Z and millennials aspired. At that time, that was the main target audience. Now, obviously, our audiences have evolved a lot. An 18-year-old enjoys the coffee as much as a 40-year-old. So I think we really took some large bets. We knew something about the consumer that none of the other players knew, and we went ahead and solved the bigger problems of the market rather than looking at the low-hanging fruit of the market. We went ahead and solved problems related to manufacturing, ingredient sourcing, a lot of proprietary products that we've built, including the machinery that we use today. We are building today India's largest fully automated soluble coffee blending unit. Hasn't been done before ever. So many things we have relooked at the market and kind of charted our own path. For us, it was a marketing, mechanism to reach out to our audiences. We genuinely wanted, the communication to result into something meaningful for them. Because there's a lot of chatter about crypto and metaverse and Web 3.0 and NFTs, throughout the young community. But what was happening was they really did not know what to do. So we kind of broke down this and we gifted them free NFTs. And we help them set up those OpenSea accounts and then transfer those NFTs, and then give them the knowledge also. So we did that at our end, and primarily it was a marketing mechanism to reach out to our audiences. We're also setting up shop in metaverse right now.
Wonderful.
It's a complicated activity. We realized it after entering it. It's a much complicated activity than we initially thought, because the very few developers get it today in India. So we're trying to work our way out, and we hadn't involved any agencies before to do this. So we're now thinking of working with an international agency for this.
So can you throw up on some more light on this store in metaverse? How is it going to work? What are the conversions you're thinking about? You'll be able to drive out of it and all.
So e-commerce is maybe the second or the third layer that we want to put on it. First would be pure branding and loyalty. So that's what we're looking at. So how do we get our customers to who are using Rage Coffee to interact with us in that world, and how do these customers then become more loyal? So for example, collectors, mugs, some things like those we're looking at a unique blend for the metaverse. Coins that they can use to redeem as money on our store. So all those things we're looking at, and it's been quite a ride, for me also, because of my team's been working on it, and they, I mean, tell me things that I had no idea about. So it's interesting. But yeah, I mean, those are the ideas. So, we have about 4 CFAs in all parts of India. We have about 7 to 8 super stockists and about 70 distributors pan India. We are currently making about 25 to 30 new distributors every month. That's what we did in March. So, after Virat Kohli, there's a lot of throughput that's being, automatically being generated. And I feel like the market is, absolutely ready for us now. We spent almost 3 years in building this network. So now we are ready, and currently we're present in about 2,400 outlets, 2,500 outlets. This includes modern trade. A large chunk of this is general trade stores, supermarkets, neighborhood stores, regional modern trade chains. So yeah, I mean, that's our strategy, and we generate a good healthy percentage of our business from offline channels, as well as hyper local channels, as well as our direct to consumer and online marketplaces. Our simple thesis is that we should be present wherever our customer is.